it's me, Renee. I'm back. And you might be asking yourself, what's with the hats? What's with the retro jackets? Well, this is me dressing up because, as you can see, this is the October TBR. October is Halloween, so I'm dressing up. I'm kind of meant to be a witch, which, I suppose this doesn't really scream witch, but it screams. It's not my usual everyday clothes. And like witches have hats, so this is kind of me being a quirky witch. So yeah. So yesterday I kind of googled and found out that there's a readathon that's going on all through October, the Hocus Pocus-a-thon readathon. And so during it, like the first week of October, you have a watch along with the original Hocus Pocus, and then at the end of October you watch the second one. So that's quite fun. I really enjoy Hocus Pocus. For me, like my childhood Halloween movie is more Casper. I really loved Casper, watched it all the time when I was a kid. But I also do enjoy Hocus Pocus. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. But yeah, so this is gonna be my TV of October. Some of the books have fit with the prompts, some don't. The readathon is the whole of October, but I mean, you don't really have to read just to fit the readathon. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'm gonna do the prompt from the readathon first. The first prompt is, well, okay, yeah, a book with witch on the cover. Well, this one I was thinking a lot about because because yeah, I love witch books, but a lot of books, at least that I read, they have people that are witches on the cover, but they don't look like witches on the cover. Like if you don't know the person is a witch, you couldn't know. So I was struggling a bit here, but then in the end, I found that, give me a moment. I have an audiobook of Improbable Magic for Cynical Witches by Kate Scasella. So that one has two witches on the cover, and yeah, okay, I suppose yeah, they don't still looks like stereotypical witches, but I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna count it. So yeah, that one, and then I suppose I could also check out some other witch audiobook. Not sure, but might do that. Then the next prompt is a book set around Halloween. This one, okay, so to be honest, I don't have a book for all the prompts because it was slightly difficult, or slightly difficult, but I suppose like with a book set, you know what? I actually, no, I don't. Forget about it. But yeah, so yeah, a book set around Halloween. I don't really have a book specifically with that really in mind. I suppose some books like a lot of books takes place like over half a year, or all that kind of shebang. But like the books on my TBR, I'm pretty sure none of them takes place like solely during Halloween. So I suppose some of them might take place slightly during Halloween. So yeah, I'm gonna skip that one. And I suppose I mean sometimes it's kind of easier to know if you achieved prompts after you finish books because like some prompts are kind of like a book with a person that's from Italy, and then the person is important, but it's not mentioned in summary, and people don't really mention them in the reviews because it's a spoiler character, so sometimes you can't really know. But yeah, so yeah, first two I'm gonna skip or jump out of. Then we have a book with a sisterhood or coven of witches. Again, I'm not really sure I have one specifically for this. Like I have, yeah, I'm really doing really good with these prompts. Like I have book with witches in them, but like specifically for these, it's kind of, yeah, yep. So yeah, so jumping ahead, a book set at night. I mean, again, most books kind of takes place over several days and not just kind of one night. Though I suppose some books do that as well. But I didn't kind of have one for this one. Actually, I have. It's Dead or Alive by Atlantic School of Pleasant by Derek Landy. I've started back in April. Yeah. So this one, it takes place during like many weeks. Well, at least a few weeks, I think. A lot of them takes place during many weeks. Maybe it's just a few weeks. No, anyway. Definitely part of it takes place during the night. I've read some of it, and yeah, it takes place during night and morning and the whole day. So yeah, it'll work. Yeah, it didn't really say like specifically it has to be take place solely during the nighttime, which as I said, again, as I said, I don't really think there's that many books that do that. Some books takes place like over one day, but just over nighttime, that's quite a few, isn't it? I think so. Anyway, so yeah, we have that one. A scary book that's been adapted. So I don't really like scary books. I mean, there's a lot of scary books who's been adapted, but I don't really like to be scared, so I don't really pay attention to that. But I do kind of realize, I did kind of realize, Sherlock Holmes. I would say at least some of them are quite scary here and there, and I think more or less all of them has been adapted. So yeah, I'm thinking I might do a Sherlock Holmes short story, or yeah, I might read a bit in a Sherlock Holmes book. I have one Sherlock Holmes story that I own, and then I have some on audiobook. So yeah, I listened to a lot of them in the beginning of the year, and I haven't really done it lately. So yeah, that's my plan there. Yeah, so far I'm doing very well with the prompts. A book with orange or black on the cover. Here we have The Cursed Carnival by Rick Riordan and all these different authors. So it's an anthology, and you have orange, but you also have black here. So you have both on the cover. And yeah, I got this last year. It was published last year, I think, for Halloween. I bought this January, and I haven't read it yet. Well, I've read. I don't have a bookmark, but like I've read a page or two. But yeah, I do want to read it, at least a bit in it. So yeah. And then we have blah, 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 a book with magic. Now this one is a bit easier. I think in a way maybe all of these have magic in them. Well, not all of them, quite a lot of them. But yeah, a book with magic. I'm gonna go with the Bone Spindle. So this is a remix of The Beauty and the Beast. No, sorry, Beauty and the Beast. It's a remix of Sleeping Beauty. I've started, as you can see here from Bookmark, in like May, and I haven't continued it, but I really do want to do that. So yeah, this definitely want to continue it. So yeah, and that's kind of the prompts. Well, they're like bookish prompts. There's like more doing prompts, and the last prompt is read a host's favorite. So like one of the hosts, like I saw her at an answer video, and she only talks about thrillers, and me, we don't mix. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do this prompt, but I might check out the other hosts who um their I'm not quite sure, so their favorite. So maybe I'll do that, but at this point in time, I'm gonna leave that one undecided. But yeah, as I said, I still have like other books I kind of want to read during October that I just kind of I'm not quite sure how they fit with the prompts if they do. But like I mean, if you're doing a readathon that's during a whole month, you don't really have to read books just for the readathon. There's no booktube festival, there's no booktube police, no booktube laws. Relax. So yeah, we have Wild Beauty by Anna Marie McLemore. This Billy it's standalone. I'm pretty sure it's a remix of a fairy tale or maybe a retelling. It's one of those. I'm pretty sure that Anna Marie McLemore is famous for like doing new versions of fairy tales. So yeah, excited to read it. I've had it for now a year. Haven't gotten into it yet, but I do want to. So hopefully this month will be the month. And then we have Charlie Hernandez and the League of Shadows by Ryan Calejo. But I believe this might be a first in a series, not quite sure. I do know it's a middle grade. It's based around Mexican mythology and folklore. So excited. Then we have Strong Poison by Dorothy L. Sayers. It's a Lord Peter Wimsey story. I actually have started this, but I think I probably like read a chapter or two, so I don't have a bookmark in it. sometimes I read books, but like there's no bookmark, and you're like, oh, where are you at in the book? Like, I read a chapter at a time, so I don't need a bookmark. Checking the system. Not like you have to read bookmark to be a reader, but you know. But yeah, I started this one back in like March or something. Haven't picked it up in quite a while, but I do want to continue it, finishing it. So yeah, and then we have Paula Santiago and the River of Tears by Taylor Kai Mejia. And yeah, this is the first in the series. It's also being adapted, so that's fun. It's a Rick Riordan story. It's based on Mexican myth. So a Mexican folklore story. Mexican legend. And yeah, I'm excited. And then we have, give me a moment. Salmon in Time, which is another anthology. This is all about star-crossed lovers or lovers in time travel. So it's kind of time travel romance, but just like in anthology form instead of like one book. And it has lots of different authors in it that contribute to it. So yeah, I'm quite excited to get this one. And then we have And I Live Happily Ever After by Therese Beari. I planned to read this in September. It didn't happen. I suppose at this point it's September 28th. Well, we have one more day. No, actually, I think we have 2 days because the first is Saturday. I suppose maybe I've started this before October, or I'm not sure. But I might not have finished it. I'm not sure. But like anyway, I want to read this soon. Anyhow, so yeah. And yeah, as I said, I want to read Dead or Alive or like finish it. I have bookmark, I have started it, but yeah, I have not read far in it, but that I do. It's called Dagger Pleasant. I think part of why I'm not finishing it or reading more it's because I know that this is the next to last book. Like the book after this one is the last one, and I mean that's emotional and sad, and yeah, so yeah, and then we have Mooncakes. So this is a library book. I should maybe really already have read it. I'm gonna plan to read this like soon, maybe this weekend or something. And yeah, I've heard lots of nice, good stories about this book. So yeah. And then we have another library book, Malamandaren, by Thomas Taylor. It's a middle grade mystery book, and I think it might like be middle grade mystery with some magic. But I do know it's a middle grade mystery, so yeah, excited. Quite excited. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts around what I'm going to read in October. Also, a little side note, it's not side note, but yeah, a little another note, another thought. So like as I said before, I'm going away for 9 days, so a bit over 1 week, in the middle of October. So yeah, that time I probably won't be reading that much because I'll be busy seeing New York City and Washington DC. But yeah, probably might be reading some audiobooks then. Like, I mean, I'll still have time now and then, but like, yeah. Uh, but yeah, yeah. So that time I probably won't have time to read that much. And I suppose regarding that, like, planning to read like 12 books, is that logical? I don't know. Am I overambitious? Maybe. Do I care? No, I don't. And yeah. I'm thinking I might do like a themed. Maybe I'll like film a video of like scary books that kind of are scary, but not that scary, like scary to my taste because Halloween. I don't have to do it. I suppose you don't have to, but it's kind of trendy and fun. And I might do that. Maybe I'll do recommendations around magic books, fantasy books, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I don't know yet. And yeah. If you have any fun comments or thoughts for October or reading plans, uh, talk to me in the comments and I'll see you soon. Bye.